Evening folks, welcome to another edition of my Veg Garden. Today is Saturday the 12th of April. The reason why we're having the video today rather than on a Sunday is I'm busy all day tomorrow, so no time for doing any gardening. So we'll just give you a little look at what I've been up to today. So we're still in the shed. Here we've got ruby chard. See, it's all coming up nicely now. In there, both two trays of that. In here we've got lamb's lettuce. I made reference to this before about using it, sort of cutting the leaves very short to make a sort of a nice salad for the wife. So that's coming along nicely. Let me just move this box out the road so you can see. In here are my, let's see if we can focus in on the stick. There's my peas, as you can. Let me just move to here. As you can see, peas are duly appearing. They might have started. Let's try and focus in better, folks. Sorry. They might have started first because originally they were closest to the window, so I swapped them round. These are my French beans, Cobra French beans. So I swapped them round, see if that they can get a little bit of a start. So let's spin round. Here, and here's my courgettes, nothing happening yet on them. My cucumbers, neither them. A second set of sweet corn, not much happening there. And these are my beetroot, and also in there, not much happening there. So let's go out and I'll show you what I've been up to today. These two beds. This bed here has got a combination of turnip and sweet in it, so we've got them planted in there. You're still using the square foot method. They reckon for sweet and turnip 4 to the square foot, so that's what we followed. Apart from these edges down here where it's slightly narrower, so we've gone for 2 to a square foot. In here, this bed here is my carrots. They reckon in there should have 16 to a square foot, so we've planted them. All I did was make a little hole and popped a few seeds in. So in each of the 16 sort of little holes that I made for each square foot. So in them, what will happen is when they start to grow, I'll probably have to thin them out a little bit. What I'll do is I'll just show you what else is growing outside, and then I'll take you inside the greenhouse. So let's go around here. Strawberries, they seem to be enjoying being outside now, so letting them go. Over here, as you can see, the raspberries coming on very nicely. Looks as if that continues like that, we'll probably have a good crop. I told you this bed here is got red onions, and we'll have shallots. The shallots are still in the greenhouse, which you'll see in a bit. Let me just lift this up so you can see better. As you can see, the onions are starting. So the red onions are making sort of nice inroads in there. Let's just pull the protection frame. Let's go to the brown onion bed. See, it's red before in the previous video. This is whole. As you can see, lots of weeds appearing, so I need to really get this weeded as well. I really wanted to try and leave it until the onions had grown. As you can see, just bear with me a second. That's fine. If we go down to there, as you can see, onions are starting. So that's the onion bed. Let's put the protection frame back on. Let's go over here. Down to here. As you can see, tayberry, it's progressing nicely. Need to look and see how I can sort of string it up better. But that's how that's doing. I think it's because it's a bit low. You can see it's a bit bendy at the bottom, so we'll see what we can do. In here, originally I wanted to leave the protection frame off, but the cats really took a liking to it, so protection frame back on. Don't know what can do with that. That's garlic in there, so not too sure. Over here, this is a blueberry there, and that's the other one that I spoke about recently. It's progressing nicely. In this bed, as I said before, this one has got parsnips in them, nothing appearing as yet, along to the end here. as you can see, this is my potatoes. You can see they've already popped out. So probably next weekend I'll put more compost in to take them up to the height so we can get as much growth into them. Hopefully get lots of potatoes. The rhubarb, it's coming along nicely. Hopefully get a few stalks off that soon. Let's trundle along here. You'll see down there is the extension of the water irrigation system. Because down in this area here there will be 2 courgette plants, so we'll have automatic watering to them, and then continue along there into the potato plant. So let's follow me. Let's go into the greenhouse. Okay, right, you probably see all that compost on the floor, and I'll tell you that in a little minute what that's about. Okay, so let's start over here. As you can see, if you can see behind the canes, this is the leeks. What's quite interesting is the mussel borer are going a lot faster than the other ones, the giant, autumn giant or something like that. I can't remember the exact make they are. So yeah, they're progressing nicely. In this pot here, I planted some carrots, Nanti, early Nanti I think they are, in there. I'm leaving them in the greenhouse to see if we can get an early crop, you know, sort of early May, middle of May. That might get them really going. I'm waiting for the cold outside for the other ones. In this pot, there's probably about 8 or 9 radish seeds in there. Not many because the wife doesn't, probably the only person that really eat them. So we've got them in there. We'll probably do successional growing of them, so probably as soon as they sort of start, then I'll probably get another pot out and do the sort of same amount. Now let's continue up onto the upturned addition to the cold frame. I'm not putting the cold frame on now anymore, I'm just leaving everything off. In here, these are my shallots. Dan from the allotment diary, God help me Dan, they seem to be taking forever. I don't know what I've done wrong, but any advice from Dan would be gratefully appreciated. So let's go over to the back here. What we've got here is we cayenne peppers, and there's just one appearing, as you can see. Let's just focus in on it. And then in here, I don't know, I think that's a stray onion, I don't know. Let's just take that out because yeah, they look like stray onions, so let's just focus back in. So we've only got one hot scotch chili pepper there growing. Got a few squash, and they're butternut squash there. I think they're called hawk. In here we've got the first one of the sweet peppers in there. You can see here these are the sweet corn, they're really slow. You know, look, I've got all them, plus I've got the ones in the shed, so take their time. These are my spring onions, they're coming on nicely, give them a bit longer, then get them planted out. In this one, this tray here has been in my earing cupboard for quite a few weeks. These are celery. As you can see, they're just now starting, so I thought, let's get them out. Let's just focus in on them. Oh, there you go. So they're just starting, so we can get them planted soon. I planted these. Sorry about the focusing, bear with me a second, there we go. I planted these today. What I've planted is some more spring onions, so that when I've got another lot of spring onions. In the middle I've got sweet basil, because I do like to make tomato and basil soup, so we'll get them started. And in this one I've planted lettuce leaves, mixed lettuce leaves, so that's in this row here. So that's that. Let's spin round. Right, I was going to tell you about spin the wrong way. I said to you when I came into the greenhouse about all this compost floor. Well, on here I had my tomato plants I'd brought out from the earing cupboard. They were ready, so I had them in here, and I sat them down on this part of the board, and I came in from work to go and shut the greenhouse, only to find them everywhere, all over the floor. Now I've managed to resurrect them, but the problem I've now got is that some might, because I've got 3 different types. I've got cherry, medium and beefsteak. I think I know which ones are my cherries. I've got a good thing that I think, well I say I think I've got them in the right order for the medium and the beefsteak, but that might not be so. So let me just take you down. So down here, these are my 2 cherries. These 4 here are my medium. The cherry and the 2 cherry and the 4 medium are going in these special watering things in grow bags. So you got that, and those 6 there are my beefsteak Normandy. They would be going outside. So we'll see how they're doing. As you can see, that's them there. That's about it, folks, for today. I've just spin round. Hopefully next weekend we'll have some more things to plant, and hopefully we'll also be able to give you another update on what's happening. So thanks for watching, folks. Hope you have a good weekend, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye just now.